Good afternoon and welcome to the Mayday News. I am Kayode Adebayo. Sincere apology for coming a bit late behind schedule. Here is the news. Osun State Governor Senator Adeleke has denied report of his decamping to the All Progressives Congress contrary to speculations and rumors making the round, and reaffirmed his membership of the People's Democratic Party. The state governor, through his spokesperson, Malam Olawale Rashid, noted with concern the widespread rumor and has reassured his supporters and admirers that he remains a member of the PDP and the leader of the party in the state. Governor Adeleke, who restated his preoccupation with the implementation of the administration's 5-point agenda, urged Osun people to ignore the fake news, promising more delivery of good governance and democratic dividends. Osun State Government has reiterated its commitment to creation of a more conducive business environment to attract investment and drive economic growth in the state. The Commissioner for Economic Planning, Budget and Development, Professor Ademola Adeleke, reiterated this at the technical session and state town hall meeting organized by the Presidential Enabling Business and Environment Council under the State Action Business Sampling Reforms. Oluchi Amuda has the details.
Nationwide tour organized by the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council (PBEC) to drive the ease of doing business reforms across all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory arrived in Osogbo, the Osun State capital. The program, under the State Action on Business Enabling Reforms, featured a technical session and town hall meetings, which provided a platform for stakeholders to engage with government officials, share experiences, and propose reforms to ease business operations. Shedding more light on the motive behind the event, the Director General of PBEC, Princess Zara Mustafa Audu, stated that the goal is to create a more conducive environment, attract investment, and drive economic growth across Nigeria. She commended the Osun State government for keying into the SEBA program to promote its business environment in spite of not participating in getting loans from the agency.
Yes, they may not be participating actively in terms of accessing the funds, but they have been very proactive in implementing some of the policies. And more important for us, it's important that we extend some of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's policies at the national level to the subnational level. We're trying to embed the principles in our 8-point agendas, all the principles around job creation, investment promotion, and this is why we're here. We want a system where businesses are able to express their discomfort or their challenges, so we need that to be more transparent. We need the businesses to be able to know where to go to when they have challenges. Of course, we have Report.gov at the national level, so yes, they can continue to utilize PBEC if you go on the PBEC website.
In his opening remarks, the Commissioner for Economic Planning, Budget and Development, Professor Ademola Adeleke, stated that Osun State government, under the leadership of Governor Ademola Adeleke, has embarked on numerous interventions in all phases of the state economy to enhance infrastructural development, boost the ease of doing business, and attract investment. He noted that the state remains committed to implementing several programs without participating in taking loans.
The basis of what we call SEBA, State Action on Business Enabling Reform, is that when states doing things in terms of providing enabling environment for businesses, they will be supported by the World Bank. However, this support is going to be in terms of loan, such that whatever you have taken from the World Bank will have to be paid back. But Mr. Governor has made a pronouncement that rather than add to the debt profile of Osun State, we would rather reduce the debt profile. So we will continue to make business environment conducive for businesses and investment. However, we will not take that loan so that we don't increase the debt profile of the state. Speaking
in the same vein, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Economic Planning, Budget and Development, and the state focal person, Mrs. Yetunde Ese, explained some of the reforms Osun State has embarked upon to boost ease of doing business.
Osun has a one-stop harmonized bill. So what this means is that the taxes and levies of the state is not being taken by just multiple platforms. You have a single platform in which, if you want to pay your tax and levy, it is just a demand notice, just one demand notice that is taken to a business, and the business is able to pay once and for all. Again, you have an enabling environment for you to be able to come and have access to land. At the Ministry of Lands, for you to get a CFO, after you might have got your survey clearance and your tax clearance, it takes only 45 days.
The event also provided an opportunity for participants to ask questions about the activities of the agency and how they can benefit from them. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
The role of information technology cannot be overemphasized in the task of nation building, as it is the pillar for economic growth and society survival. Permanent Secretary of the State Ministry of Education, Mr. Muritala Jimoh, stated this at the 2025 graduation ceremony of High-Tech Development School, Ilesha. Sanya Onorindi report.
The 2025 graduation ceremony of High-Tech Development Charity took place amid pomps and pageantry at the school premises in Ilesha, reflecting on the importance of vocational training for youth in Nigeria. The Permanent Secretary of Osun State Ministry of Education, Mr. Muritala Jimoh, represented by the Zonal Inspector of Education, Ilesha, Mrs. Rachel Alalade, explored the importance of vocational training, stressing that it is pertinent for all to embrace vocational education. Mrs. Alalade disclosed that the state government recognized the pivotal role of information technology vocational training in nation building, noting that the State Ministry of Education is relentless in collaborating with organizations to encourage students in acquiring knowledge in information technology vocational training. In the same vein, Professor Olusegun Akanbi, who spoke on the importance of vocational training and youth empowerment, explore in depth the critical roles of vocational training in preparing individuals for skilled employments that fosters economic independence, while commending the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Mr. Agbola Fayose, and the management for their ingenuity in piloting the affairs of the school. The program coordinator, Mr. Magnus Ogunseyin, urged the graduating students to continue to work hard in their studies for a better future.
It is a wonderful day, a reward for their sacrifices. So I congratulate them, I felicitate with them. I also want to congratulate their parents, because this is the first step on a very bright future for their students, and use this opportunity to encourage them, to support them. Yeah, the country is difficult to cope with, but whatever sacrifices they can make to enable these ones continue on this path, it will be worth it. So, and I also give thanks to God for making it possible for us to have great minds, like the CEO, the board of directors, who came together and made the sacrifice to make this day special. So we hope to continue to see this wonderful experience happen in the town of Ilesha.
Two of the graduating students, Chukwu and Yanjuade, expressed determination to pursue their studies in information technology vocational training to a profitable height.
I'm so happy for the certificate I just got. I look forward to go for it. I'm so glad that I'm graduating today. I'm very proud of myself. I plan to create more games with my certificates.
High point of the occasion were acknowledgement of outstanding students and trainers performed through virtual name by the Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Agbola Fayose, in the United States. Presentation of awards and certificates to deserving staff and students, with 80 graduating students presented with certificates. Sanya Onorinde, reporting for OSBC News.
And now to sports story. Nigerian Super Falcons squad numbers for the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations has been released. The sports authority says each of the 24 selected players has been allocated a jersey number ranging from 1 to 24. Skipper Rashida Ajibade retains her favorite number 15 shirt. Benfica midfielder Christy Uchebe will wear number 10, while reliable shortstopper Chiamaka Nnadozie has been given the number 16 jersey. Experienced forward Asishat Oshuala will don a hold number 8 shirt, while another striker Ifeoma Onumonu retains the number 9 shirt. Many players in the team retain the shirt number they have worn consistently over the past few years. Meanwhile, newly invited players Folashade Ijami Lucy, Miracle Zani, Shukurat Oladipo, Shakirat Isa will wear jersey numbers 20, 21, 4 and 11 respectively. The Super Falcons will start their campaign at the WAFCON 2024 finals against Tunisia at the Zoli Stadium, Casablanca. Now to the foreign scene. A Nigerian man, Kehinde Oluwagbemileke, who was fighting for the Russian military in the ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, has been captured by the Ukrainian forces. According to Ukraine's media, Oluwagbemileke was apprehended by the Freedom of Russia Legion, a unit composed of Russian fighters supporting Ukraine. The 29-year-old warrior was captured in the Zaporizhzhia region after serving with Russian forces for 5 months. The media stated that Oluwagbemileke had been living in Russia for 4 years before his arrest on drug-related charges. He was said to have agreed to join Russia's military campaign in exchange for a reduced sentence instead of serving a prison sentence under Article 228 of the Russian Criminal Code. It was gathered that Oluwagbemileke is one of the thousands of mercenaries from third world countries recruited by Russia's defense ministry to fight in Ukraine. And that ends the midday news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 5 for the evening news. Good afternoon.